Hi, welcome to Yellow Slate, your very own school search engine that helps you find the best schools for your kid based on various filters and parameters.
Today we have with us Mr. Amritanshu who works as an educator at Amrita International Vidyalayam, which is located in Bangalore. Let us talk to him and get some perspective about the school. Hello, sir.
Hi, Vihan.
Sir, to begin with, can you just describe your day at Amrita International Vidyalayam?
Well, a typical day for us starts sharp at 8 a.m. when the school buses arrive, all of us arrive and log in. Then we proceed to the assembly, which is daily practice. We have two major streams running in our school, which is the ICSE and the IB. And I've had the opportunity to teach a few classes in both of them. And it's been a great experience so far. And I get to interact with all kinds of students. And yeah, so you know how the day of a teacher goes, like a few things are planned and a lot of things are unplanned. So we try to make the best of every opportunity we get.
Got it, sir. So we have heard quite a good things about the school. But from your perspective, what do you think this school is different compared to other schools in Bangalore?
Well, the first thing that would distinguish us is that we actually offer something that's a fusion of the new age IB curriculum and certain timeless values inspired by our founder, who is none other than Mata Amrita Nandmai, or as we call her, our beloved Amma. So there are a lot of values of inclusivity, compassion, respect, spirituality, which guide our learning, and it gets combined with the new age techniques and the curriculum, which is the IB curriculum. So our pedagogy focuses on deeply holistic development of the students, where we focus on academic rigor very seriously. And it is also paired with value education, which talks about being compassionate, being caring, having empathy, and basically being good citizens of the world. So this is something that sets us apart from many other schools, either in Bangalore and sometimes even in the world could be. And we sort of fuse these two seemingly different areas to provide a holistic experience to all the students that are learning here.
So can you also talk about in what ways does AIB help students grow into socially responsible individuals with a global mindset?
Absolutely, absolutely. So, what the thing that we stand by is our core values, as described even on our website, and that's the first thing that we talk about to all our students, to within the team as well, and we keep reminding ourselves that these are the values that we hold very dear to ourselves, and this is what we will stand by. So, the core values are respect, empathy, service, self-regulation, and lifelong learning. These core values we feel are something that makes everybody a holistic individual who is a good person at their core, and is also someone who is understands the true meaning of education, which means that learning never stops and you're always a learner. So we imbibe this in our students, and we also inculcate this within ourselves as teachers who are guiding them, because we are not just supporting the students journey, and we also learn and aim to guide ourselves spiritually and guide them also spiritually.
That's great, sir. So going to our next question. As we know, service is a key part of life at AIB. So how do
Yes.
students actively participate in activities that bring classroom learning to life and address real world community needs?
Service is not just something that we do for doing it. Service is one of our core values as well, and we stand very strongly by it. If you look at the IB curriculum, there's an element of service integrated at every level in the IB curriculum, where IB PYP encourages service to its students. IB MYP has a service as action component, which is a mandatory component for all students. We also have the community project, where the students take up projects individually or in groups to serve the community around them, which then, when they go into the IB diploma program, it gets converted into the CAS initiative, which is something that, so we're telling the students that, hey, there's the community around you and there's something that you need to give back to the community. You're not an individual person, you're part of a society, you're part of the globe. So if students can help the community around them, then the students can extend that further and be part of a more harmonious global community, where they know how to help each other, and where they know how to help the people who actually need help. So we have these things integrated into the curriculum as elements of the curriculum, which the students partake, and they're applied throughout the year and sometimes integrated along with the academic activities as well. So it is not just about doing good randomly, but it is also deeply rooted in conceptual insight that we get from the curriculum. It develops a sense of responsibility in the students, and it also develops a sense of agency that, hey, I can do this, and it is something that I'm proud of.
That's great, sir. So, when it comes to curriculum, so what unique
Right.
approaches does AIB take in implementing the IB philosophy, and how do these differ from other IB schools?
So, like I said in the beginning, we blend in the IB curriculum with age-old values. How does this new modern thing come in contact with this age-old practices, and how does it exist in the same place? Actually, when you look at the mission statement of the IB, which speaks about developing inquiring, knowledgeable, and caring young people who create a better and more peaceful world through intercultural understanding and respect. This does not seem very different from what we do in our school. The IB does not talk about whether you use old practices or new. The IB curriculum talks about being inquiring. That means having a sense of curiosity in yourself, wanting to learn more about the world around you, being knowledgeable, gaining knowledge. It speaks about being caring to the people around you. It speaks about making the world a more peaceful place and understanding different cultures. It starts with your local context as well. It starts with understanding your own culture, your own identity, and your own spirituality first. So, what we talk about is that we blend in these two, and we do not see a difference in how the IB approaches it. And it aligns very beautifully with the curriculum's mission itself. If you were to look at that statement and compare it to the core values that we have about respect, empathy, service, lifelong learning, all these are very well mapped with the IB curriculum itself.
That's interesting, sir. So, to conclude our interview, parents actually aligning to the school's vision. Do they provide any constant feedback, or do you hear a very good response from them? What exactly is their take?
So any school cannot function without the entire school ecosystem being involved. When I say school ecosystem, it is your teachers, it is your management, it is your students, it is also your parents and any other people that are associated with the school. It is a collaborative partnership. It is not a one-way road where the students come, they learn and they go. It is not like that, and that is actually the 21st century idea of schooling. Any school that does not align with this is probably doing something which is not okay. So this is very much obviously our philosophy already, where parents play a very important role in our growth, in growth of their students as well, and in growth of our practices as well. So we receive all kinds of things when we get into that collaborative approach. There is also feedback at many times, and there's also reflection at many times. There's also praises at many times. So many parents are like, this is amazing, this is good. And some parents have some concerns. We listen to them with very open minds and with very an open approach. So there's no harm being done when some parents gives us feedback. We always look into it as to, why did that person say something like that? What can we do about it? How can we change our practices or make it better so that such a concern does not arise? So yeah, that's how it goes
Got
usually.
got it. That's great interacting with you, sir. Like we get to know
Same
your
here.
perspective about the school. I'm sure this will help for parents who are looking for best schools in Bangalore,
Thank you so much.
especially Amrita International Vidyalayam.
Absolutely. It was great talking to you as well.